LoreWarrior Online, HEL-3D Helios. Overview. Ever since Duchess Candace Lau broke the St.Ives Compact away from the Capellan Confederation in 3029, her military commanders have pressured her to expand the military industries within her realm. Until the clan invasion, she was content to supplement the Compact's limited Battlemech production runs with units bought from the Federated Commonwealth. With the coming of the clans, however, that changed. While Hildco and Starcore each moved to quickly reintroduce proven Star League designs, engineering teams from Ceres Metalworks worked closely with St.Ives military officers to design a new heavy Battlemech. The Helios languished for a few years as a design until Ceres could complete its new facility on Warlock, which was already turning out Blackjack Omnimechs, another addition to that plant, quietly financed by Comstar, increasing the number of Helios production lines to 4. Capabilities. With such designs as the Victor, the Emperor and the Pillager already in service, the St.Ives military is noticeably heavy. While these designs mount considerable firepower, they also rank amongst the most costly Battlemechs currently in production. The Helios was conceived as a low-cost bodyguard for such valuable units. As such, it has no need to be extremely manoeuvrable. Its top speed is only 20 kph higher than the Hildco's Pillager. Likewise, its mission profile suggested only sporadic close-in combat, prompting designers to mount minimal armor protection. That left almost half of the mech's mass available for weapons and ammunition. Constructed almost entirely with compact-built equipment, the Helios is designed to complement the mechs it defends. Its main hitting power comes from its Gauss rifle, giving it the capability to engage enemy units at the same range as its charges. Paired for short-range missile launchers and medium lasers provide the additional firepower it needs to take down enemies that stray too close. The basic configuration of the Helios changed slightly when Ceres expanded its Warlock factory. Comstar, financing of the additional manufacturing lines, provided the funding necessary to purchase the new extended-range medium lasers from the Free Worlds League, which replaced the 2 standard medium lasers. Helios mechs already in service will be scheduled for a retrofit of this weapon as soon as sufficient stock is available. Deployment. The first 2 runs of this mech put the Helios in service in every St.Ives Battlemech regiment. Half of the third run is slated for Comstar, which will undoubtedly use it to make up for losses they've suffered against Smoke Jaguar. Variants. In light of recent deals signed with the Draconis Combine, 2 variants have been rushed into production. Candace Lau hopes that these variants will boost her own military by providing new weapons to St.Ives troops, and also prove a monetary boon to the Compact when Ceres begins selling them to the Combine. The first variant removes one of the lasers to make room for a C3 computer link. This version has only been seen twice, operating as a part of a trial unit. The second variant, the 4 Alpha, adds 2 tons of much-needed armor and completely revises the weapons loadout. An extended-range PPC and MRM-20 launcher with 3 standard medium lasers turn this mech into an effective close-range brawler. So the Helios is a 60-tonner. Its chassis is the Overlord Mark III Endo Steel. Its power plant is a 240 pit band standard with a cruise of 43 and a max speed of 65 kph. It has jump jets, the Swingline X1200, with a jump capacity of 120 meters. Its armor is the Taijian Starshield II. Its armament is a single Mill-Douglas Emperor Bones series Gauss rifle, 2 Blazefire Longshot extended range medium lasers, and 2 Mill-Douglas Duke 6 SRM6 launchers. It's manufactured by Ceres Metals Industries on Warlock. Its communications is the Ceres Supercom 3, and its targeting and tracking is the Wentland Gigatrack. Overall, it makes for a mech that looks kind of weird in the artwork, like I assume this is supposed to be it just dropping in to shoot. The Gauss rifle is gigantic. Like, imagine the slug that this thing is apparently propelling at such a ridiculous speed. Holy crap. If that doesn't punch a hole through your target, you may as well leave. But yeah, it's a mech that walks 4, runs 6, jumps 4. It has 10 double heat sinks for 20 heat dissipation. It's got 9 armor on the head, 22 on the CT with 7 on the rear, 18 on the side torsos with 5 on the rear, and 15 on the arms and the legs. So yeah, it's pretty thinly armored, but the weapons complement is a Gauss rifle in the right arm with 16 shots, the SRM6 in the right torso with 15 shots, some case to protect it, which makes sense because it's got standard engine instead of an XL. It has another SRM6 in the left torso, 2 ER mediums in the left arm, and then its jump jets, which are located 1 in each leg. I don't know if I would like this if just some of the... I don't hate it, but visually I think if the design was maybe just standing up straight rather than with its knees bent, and if the Gauss rifle cannon was scaled down a bit more so it wasn't this ridiculously massive... It's like a, you know, it's like a cannon barrel on a ship, rather than being this kind of high-tech looking piece of equipment that, you know, fires a slug of metal at a ridiculous speed. It looks like, you know, you're going to get a big explosion out the barrel as it fires around, you know, it's like, and a cannonball's going to fly out. And the two lasers I'd also scale down, so because I mean, we're supposed to be looking at a pair of extended range medium lasers, and what they look like kind of PPC barrels. So, like, the scaling is all weird for the weapons, which kind of makes it look wider and dumpier than it actually is. It's odd, to say the least. So, yeah, other than that, though, it's interesting. It's a design that I could understand. 60 tons is always a bit of a weird one for the heavy set, because it's not... Usually 60 tonners don't have enough armor to really make them compete with other heavies, and the higher end mediums can generally go toe to toe, and in some cases are better than them. But they're a bit faster for a heavy, but then they kind of a lot of the time lack either firepower to make up for the speed or the armor to survive. So yeah, 60 tons is that weird bracket that it's basically like an upgunned medium, or it's it's kind of a poor man's heavy. There are some good 60 tons out there that I really like, of course, you know, things like the quick draw, for instance. But yeah, this isn't a bad one. Obviously, it's a heavy that you can plop down on the table. It can be something that you could use as a villain early on, because it's got a scary-ish loadout. The Gauss rifle is terrifying, but enough hits on the CT, for instance, you're going to pen the armor 22. It's not a huge amount of fire going in. Even 15 on the arms and legs, you're going to start getting, you know, penetrating hits, a couple of rounds of fire from a couple of players, depending on what they're in, kind of thing. Especially with it's also not the most maneuverable at 60 tons, 4 and 6. It's not very quick, which is an oddity for a 60 tonner, because generally they do move a bit quicker. So this is also a mech that isn't like super maneuverable. The jump jets do allow it to reposition in a pinch, but that also means that it's sacrificing its ability to hit as easily with the +3 difficulty. So yeah, it's very situational. I know it's a bodyguard, so I guess it just stands around and protects heavy mechs from fast movers that try to get close, or to do a flanking attack, but I don't know how it would effectively chase off any of those fast movers. You can imagine if a Menshen attacks this thing, the Menshen's actually got a higher chance of hitting, it's got a higher chance of avoiding return fire, and it's got an LRM-15. So it can still fight at long range, not as far out as this can with a Gauss rifle, but you'd assume, you know, the Menshen would make use of cover and the such beforehand. So yeah, it's an odd one. It's odd. So I don't know where it's set on the Helios. Let's see what everyone in the chat says about this one. Well, not in the chat, the comment. Like I'm doing a live stream. I'm fucking stupid. Anyway, thanks for listening. As always, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one all. Bye bye.